Have you ever felt like, no matter how hard you try, you just can't move forward? You push yourself, put in the effort, and yet progress seems impossible. You keep hitting walls, struggling to achieve the results you desperately want. But what if the answer isn't about trying harder? What if it's actually the opposite? Let's talk about the law of reversed effort, a concept that might just change the way you approach your goals. This idea was introduced by Aldous Huxley, a philosopher and writer who published over 50 books. Huxley knew what it meant to work hard, to take an idea from its inception to completion. But he also noticed something interesting. The more he pushed himself, the harder things became. He put it simply, the harder we try with the conscious will to do something, the less we succeed. This paradox explains why sometimes, when we stop forcing an outcome, things start falling into place naturally. It's about finding the balance between action and ease. Think of it like swimming in a river. You can fight against the current, using all your strength to push forward, yet barely move an inch. Or you can go with the current, letting it carry you, and find an easier path to your destination. The law of reversed effort aligns closely with the ancient Chinese philosophy of Wu Wei, which means effortless action. It's the idea of surrendering to what is, instead of fighting against it. Imagine a stick floating in a stream. It doesn't resist, it simply flows. This principle applies to many aspects of life. Take insomnia, for example. The more you try to sleep, the harder it becomes. But if you shift your focus, maybe by reading or counting sheep, suddenly sleep comes naturally. You can't force it. You have to let it happen. Pressure is the enemy of progress. The more pressure we put on ourselves, the harder it is to perform. This is why athletes choke under pressure. When they overthink, their movements become stiff, unnatural. But when they let go and enter a flow state, everything clicks into place. In fact, a study on professional handball players revealed something fascinating. When asked what they were thinking during high-pressure moments, the top players responded, nothing at all. They weren't overanalyzing. They were simply moving, playing, and reacting instinctively. So how do we apply this in our daily lives? The first step is to stop forcing things. If you feel stuck, take a break. Go for a walk, change your environment, or do something completely unrelated. The second step is grounding. Athletes use techniques like breathwork, meditation, and mindfulness to calm their minds and remove pressure. You can do the same. When you relax, you perform better. In fact, a 2018 study on mindfulness found that people who practiced relaxation techniques were able to complete tasks faster and more efficiently than those who forced themselves to push through stress. The secret to success isn't just working harder, it's knowing when to let go. So next time you feel stuck, stop fighting the current. Flow with it. Your greatest progress might come when you least expect it.